Hi, my name is Matt, and I'm the family pastor at Lifepointe Church. Our church is praying and fasting for different things, and today on Wednesday, we want to pray for those who need to connect with God or reconnect with God. But before I get started, I just want to be really honest about something that I find myself struggling through this whole process of being quarantined right now. Some days I've accepted it and I'm good. There's other times where I find immense joy of spending the extra time with my family and my kids. But that's usually followed by some sadness and just some feelings I really don't even know how to express because I feel like my kids' friends should be here. I feel like my family should be here. I feel like I should be able to go out into a restaurant and celebrate or different things like that. But I'm also reminded in every one of those situations that I get to give that to God. I get to turn that back to God and say, God, how can I use this to glorify you? How can you use this to help me? And he comes through every single time. But I also remember that there's a lot of people in our country right now that don't have that relationship with God. It either doesn't exist or they haven't connected with Him in a long time. And through all this, they're finding out what's so important to them. They're finding out how much they love sports that they don't have anymore, how much they loved watching their kids play sports that they don't have right now. They're learning about how much identity they found in their work or going into their job and what that means. And I'm asking myself this question, like, who are they going to? Where are they finding the help they need through all this? And Paul went through something similar like this in Acts chapter 17. There was a group of people who were praying to all sorts of different gods. They were trying to find that one God, that one fix, that one person. And so they invited Paul to come in and talk about his God, to talk about the God. And this is what he had to say in verse 24 of chapter 17. He says, "The God who made the world and everything in it is the Lord of heaven and earth, and does not live in temples built by human hands. And he is not served by human hands as if needed anything. Rather, he himself gives everyone life and breath and everything else. From one man, he made all the nations that they should inhabit the whole earth. And he marked out their appointed times in history and the boundaries of their lands. God did this so that they would seek him and perhaps reach out for him and find him, though he is not far from any one of us." My prayer today is for that one person in the family, friend group, or wherever to find and connect with God, so that maybe they bring this back to whoever it is they're surrounded by. Look, God didn't do this for more people to connect with him, but God did put specific parents and friends in people's lives in. And if they can find God, God appointed that one person who can do so much for them. So my prayer today is, as I go through the emotions, as I go through the ups and downs of another day in quarantine, that every single time I'm reminded to pray for that person, to pray for people to connect with God, to pray for people to find God for the first time. And I'm so thankful that we get to all do that together. Because remember, God did this so that they would seek him and perhaps reach out for him and find him, though he is not far from any one of us. Thanks, guys.